I remember when I was in my first year of teaching career, I had a student who was very indifferent to academics. And you're just starting your teaching career, you can imagine the kind of aspirations you have to make a difference in the lives of your students. But this particular student was totally different to academics. And one thought that now that he is completing his undergraduation, it would be nice that he leaves the university and finds some other avenue where he can express himself to his heart's content if studies was not his cup of tea. So towards the end of his undergraduation, one day Swami picked up a conversation with him and said, "What would you like to do?" And he said, "Swami, I will do this particular course for my master's." And Bhagwan said, "What difference it makes whether you do this course or that course?" He said, "No, Swami, if I have to be in the university, I'll do only this course." And Swami said, "Okay, do whatever you like." And that's how he lands up in the university back for his post-graduation. And I was left wondering, what is Swami's mystery? Till one day, the warden shared this with me. I was, as I said, a young teacher, first time taking to teaching. And this is what the warden shared, a private conversation that he had with Bhagwan. Swami shared with him that this student's time is so bad that if he were to leave the university and go out anywhere, he was sure to die in some accident. Now that is not something which Swami could tell him or wanted to tell him. But because of that desire to protect him, to save him, Swami, in spite of knowing fully well that he is not very keen on studies, allowed him to do his post-graduation. And I was left wondering at the pure, unconditional love, selfless love of Bhagwan, which it is impossible for human beings to fathom. He never bothered how the world will think of his relationship with that student. He never bothered how his teachers will feel if the student is allowed to continue for his masters. His sole focus is what was best in the interest of that individual. And if in his divine vision he felt that it is best that he stays here at his lotus feet in the university, continues with his education, that mattered everything to him. That is selfless love. You don't care what the world thinks of it, as long as it is in the best interest of this soul. Swami was willing to do anything and everything for him. So that selflessness was something which we saw in Bhagwan's personality day in and day out. In small interactions, in massive projects that he undertook, that selfless love was something which was very, very visible to anybody who came into his orbit.